Hello and welcome to Xerocon here for Dev Days, Xerocon 2015. I'm down in Melbourne at the Melbourne Showgrounds. Sholto McPherson here for Digital First. We've just finished off the morning sessions, and the highlight by far was Craig Walker, who had the Xero's CTO, had a fantastic session going through some of the early days with Xero, some of the technology decisions they made, and looking at how it started in the small apartment that was number 404, flat not found, I think it was one of the domains they registered, and looking at the technology, the tech development of that platform, why he chose .NET, and he really got into the details around hiring developers, how they're running so many developers, adding 100 developers at a time, and running in these pods of developers around the world, that having to get out of Wellington because they'd bottomed out the talent there. So very entertaining speech. I don't think I've heard a CTO swear so much or be so funny. Actually, it was a great talk to listen to. And the second highlight I would say would be Telstra. Actually, Frank, I think it's Aruga, who heads up their API team, gave a really interesting talk about Telstra's process through getting really its hands dirty with APIs. It announced this mission in February 2014, and a year later launching this API strategy, and really quite a revolutionary approach by such a big company to expose so much of it. And the guy that headed up, Frank, was saying that he really wanted to emulate Jeff Bezos from Amazon, his memo to employees, where he said, every part of this business has to be exposed as a service, otherwise you're going to be fired. And he said Telstra hasn't quite had its Bezos moment yet, but it's clearly the spirit that they are following. So really interesting to hear that. To be honest, the meat of today's session I think is going to come next, where Xero talks about its own API, where that's up to and what its plans are. The bit I'm holding out for is this afternoon around the fintech side of things, because Xero's plans around banking 2.0, I think that is a really interesting area. What levels of integration they can have with the big banks and the payments inside of it, because the payments is really, for me, once that becomes part of the online accounting program, that's going to be huge, probably as big as automated bank feeds. So that's what I'm holding out for. But yeah, it's a good buzz, lots of people here. It's bloody freezing, being Melbourne, but no, it's a good day so far. So if you're around, come up and say hi. Got a brown hat on, easy to find this crowd. So Sholto McPherson for Digital First. Look forward to seeing you on the floor at Xerocon.